Witnessed something we have never seen before in NBA Finals history. The Knicks come back from down 29 to win it. OG Anunoby with the tip in to take the lead, 1.2 seconds left. Last chance for the Spurs, who led this game by as many as 29 points. They're on the way to a 2-2 series. Instead, chaos at the Garden as you see OG Anunoby flying in. And that would prove to be the game-winning bucket because the Spurs can't even get off a shot on their final possession. Inbound here, tipped, Steph Castle, no foul called, that's it. And the Knicks win in epic fashion, 107-106. They outscored the Spurs 58-30 in the second half. They come back from down 29, the largest comeback in NBA Finals history. Jalen Brunson pours in 36. OG Anunoby with 33. None bigger than the 2 points on the tip-in as it's go New York, go. And they're going to be going to San Antonio with a 3-1 series lead. 29-point deficit. They rally all the way back. If you left your seat at the Garden, shame on you. Welcome in CBS Sports HQ, NBA analyst Chris Walker and John Gonzalez. John, what did we just witness?
A great question, because we're all blown away here. I mean, what we witnessed was not only the greatest comeback in NBA Finals history, but the greatest collapse. Both of those things are true at the same time. The Spurs had a stranglehold on this game. You're up 29 in the game. You're up 27 at the half. You could not miss a shot in the first half. You could not make one in the second half. And Chris and I are talking to each other and going, okay, well, the Knicks were doing what they needed to do, and credit to the Knicks. But that was horrendous finishing by the Spurs in a million different ways. Terrible coaching. They just kept jacking up threes when they couldn't make any in the third quarter. They didn't get anything going to the rim. And then in the fourth quarter, as the Knicks keep coming on, again, Mitch Johnson does not adjust. And there were so many mistakes towards the end of the game. I wrote them. Wemby misses multiple free throws. Mitch Johnson is slow to call a timeout. De'Aaron Fox on the turnover, when he could have pulled the ball out, goes for the layup. Even if he makes that, they're still only up 3. Time and possession are much more valuable than making that bucket. He's a veteran. He has to know that. Then what happens on the OG play where Brunson takes the three-pointer over Wemby, by the way? Nobody thinks to go and check OG Anunoby and pick him up, and he makes the bucket to put them ahead. And then on top of that, on the inbound pass, you have a rookie who's been spectacular, Dylan Harper, inbounding the pass. Looked like he had Castle in the back on the back cut. He had him open. Now, Karl Anthony Towns tips it. They don't call the free throw. But again, there's so many mistakes here. And when they go back and look at this, they will be kicking themselves because they're going to lose the NBA Finals. The Knicks are going to win it, and it's their own fault.
Yeah, I would agree. I mean, first of all, let's give the Knicks credit.
100%.
Right? They got it done. And we're watching this game. I'm like, and in my mind.
What did I say in the green room? If it got to 30, the game's over. It got to 29.
But here's my thing. The NBA is a long game. It's a long game. You know, you can catch up. You have to shoot the ball. And again, not to belabor the point about what John was saying, the dumbest coaching I've ever seen in my life. The dumbest. I don't even like using that word. The dumbest coaching. My mom could have coached that game and won in the second half. That was the most idiotic coaching I've ever seen. Like, there is zero excuse for an NBA coach for that to happen.
It's a young coach.
The dumbest,
I'm
going to say it again, dumb will get you beat more than smart will help you win. And De'Aaron Fox was abysmal. Like, he was throwing the ball, like, uninterested. I'm like, bro, what are you doing?
4 turnovers.
I mean, just not even, like, it was ridiculous what was happening. And then even the play at the end, I'm like, what are you doing? Like, this is and then Wemby carried him. He needed the other guys to finish it up this game. But what they were doing, like Devin Vassell and Champagne, I'm like, guys, why are you jacking threes? Possession, time off the clock. Don't let them get extra or quicker possessions. I am dumbfounded by what the Spurs just did.
Part of it, I get why they were slow to adjust, because first half they set an NBA Finals record.
Correct.
With three-pointers. And
14 threes. They get 3 rest of way.
But you know they're not going to get 28.
Slow to adjust and not adjusting are 2 different things.
Right.
At some point in the third quarter, when you can't get a bucket, Chris and I are watching this game going, you need a bucket. Even if look, get something going to the rim, and even if you don't make something, get to the line, stop this run, maybe call a timeout, settle these guys down. None of that happened. And then in the fourth quarter, the same thing. They're still hoisting up all of these three-pointers, and you have a 27-point cushion at the half. That should be more than enough. And, again, the mistakes were so many.
It was ridiculous.
For De'Aaron Fox, who was a veteran, they go and trade for De'Aaron Fox to be the veteran presence, to be the guy who's going to show these young guys, Victor Wembanyama and Stephon Castle and Dylan Harper, what's what. And they have a massive turnover, and there's 10 seconds left, and he doesn't think to dribble the ball out because he's thinking, if I just make a bucket, we're up 3. Great, you're up 3? I'm sorry. No, time and possession are your friends. You are a veteran. You need to know that. That is a massive blunder by him.
The lack of experience and also the lack of execution, right?
Yes.
Victor Wembanyama's at the free throw line. Misses 2 free throws. That's a lack of execution.
It is.
You talk about the head coach and Mitch Johnson. That's inexperience. And you see the Knicks just battle back. This is their first win in a finals game at MSG since 1999. So they're going to party like it's 1999. Now, they lost that finals in how many games? 5 games to the Spurs. They have a chance now to win this series in 5 games. And the team of destiny and the full circle comes back here for the Knicks. What can you say about the Knicks' effort in the second half? 58-30.
Oh, it was an incredible comeback by the Knicks. I mean, Jalen Brunson, again, this was easily, and, low bar for the first 2
thought also,
games.
too, before you go into this, I thought his 3 was way too early.
Way too early.
Right at the end.
Over 2 guys,
Yes.
one of whom was Victor Wembanyama.
I mean, let's be honest here, that's a miracle of what just happened.
Yes, there's no doubt about it. But OG Anunoby was spectacular tonight. Aside from Jalen Brunson, he goes for 33 points, including the game winner. When we talk about De'Aaron Fox and how De'Aaron Fox wasn't thinking like a veteran. You know who was thinking like a veteran? OG Anunoby.
He's won a title.
Because OG Anunoby saw that. He didn't play in that, but yes, he does have
he has a ring.
He has a ring. There's no doubt about it. But he sees what's
been
happening.
around experience.
Where all of a sudden they're doubling Jalen Brunson. He's taking a shot, and look at him. He comes screaming down the lane here. Castle's got his back to him. Harper has his back to him.
But John, think about this.
And here comes OG.
But think about this.
Yeah.
De'Aaron Fox is guarding OG Anunoby out of bounds. Why are you running at Jalen Brunson? Guess whose guy ran in?
Yeah.
De'Aaron Fox's ran in. Look at the play.
But
why are you running to double him?
OG Anunoby saw the opening, knew it was happening. Now, that doesn't mean that he's going to convert that bucket and execute that play, but he does, and it's one of the great plays in New York Knicks history. And when they go and win this series, and they're going to, they're going to look back at that and say, OG Anunoby saved us and completed the comeback in the greatest come-from-behind situation in NBA Finals history. Remarkable job by them.
That was the latest game winner in a home NBA Finals game since Michael Jordan in 1997.
Wow.
OG and MJ.
He might be the MVP. I know Jalen's playing with him.
Jalen will be the
OG could be the MVP.
Okay.
He had 33.
So
he's played good. He could be the MVP.
All right.
I mean, he saved him this game. He made some big threes from the corner. And again, the Spurs, I'm like, and I was saying this before the game, guys, you don't have to double Jalen Brunson. Make him make shot after shot, because when you double, one time they doubled and Jose Alvarado was wide open for a 3. They doubled. I'm like, why are you doubling? They can't. No one is a breakdown player. The only guy that can do it is Jalen Brunson. So when you do that and you double them, all you do is give these guys target practice.
I mean,
I don't get it.
It really is. As good as the Knicks were, that's how bad the Spurs were, and as bad as the Spurs were to close it out, that's how good the Knicks were. And we forget sometimes that the Knicks have been the best fourth quarter team in the NBA all season long, all throughout the playoffs. It wasn't just Jalen Brunson and, of course, OG Anunoby. By the way, remember Karl Anthony Towns hadn't scored in the fourth quarter? Well, he scored tonight. He contributed as well. Look, not a great shooting night from Mikal Bridges, not a great shooting night and scoring night from Josh Hart, but they did a lot of the other little things, and man, this is one of those situations. This is something that they'll be dining out on for the rest of their lives.
Yes, absolutely. And the final possession for the Spurs, I think if you're a San Antonio Spurs fan, you're sitting there go, what did we just draw up right there for our final possession on an inbound? I'm lost on that. What are we doing?
Why is a rookie taking the ball?
I don't know.
But he had Castle on the back cut.
Oh, it was wide open.
Yeah.
If it's not tipped, get something to the rim. And also, he could have been fouled there. That's something, that play I didn't have as much problem with as.
But they got Cat guarding the inbounder, and you got a rookie taking it out. How many times has he been in that position in his career in the NBA Finals? Why Why is he the guy taking the ball out?
The answer is literally never. He's
Why?
20 years old and he's a rookie in the finals.
Why? Like, tell me, you can't put someone else there?
I mean, they've trusted him this entire time, right?
But taking the ball out on the last, that's different than taking the ball on the last. I just don't understand.
So who do you have inbounded there?
Anybody but the rookie. And here's the
Keldon?
thing. Possibly,
Yeah.
but the IFB stopped working. That's what it was. Pop turned it off. He went to sleep. He went to sleep early. Thought the game was over. And Mitch said, you know what? He took it out. Say, I don't need you anymore, Pop. I got this under control. And calamity happened. Absolute calamity. Like, I'm telling you right now, it is hard to lose that game. It is hard to see what just happened. And I'll give the Knicks credit. Give the Knicks credit.
Yeah,
they came back on the Cavaliers, and what did Kenny Atkinson do? Coach the worst game probably in his career.
Analytically, we won 2 of the 3.
Exactly. Yeah. And this is the same exact thing. It took the other team coaching the worst game, the worst quarter, probably in their career.
Well, half.
This is
No,
better
quarter.
by the Knicks.
They were still up 15 in the fourth quarter.
They only scored 30 in the second half.
When you score 76 in the first half and you score 30 points, and again, I mean, I keep coming back to the shot selection, the shot diet. At what point? I mean, you and I were calling for it early in the third quarter when they're going through that cold stretch.
Like, stop shooting threes.
But even into the fourth quarter, it never dawned on them that, hey, these three-pointers are not falling. We still have Victor Wembanyama. We talked about it pregame. What happened in Game 3 where his average shot selection was 10 feet from the basket, right? He had his best game, and they won it. And then they just abandoned it. It makes zero sense.
And it wasn't like they were playing big. They were playing small.
Yeah.
Like, they were playing small. There were times when Jose Alvarado was guarding Victor Wembanyama, and you're setting a ball screen. Why are you setting a ball screen when the smallest guy on the court is guarding a guy 7'5"? I don't get that. And I know NBA guys, they'll give you all this analytic stuff, and they'll tell you all this stuff. And I'm like, you know what? That's just stupid. And you guys are at the highest league. I'm sorry. That doesn't make any sense. And you got Sean Sweeney, who's on the bench. You got other guys on that bench, and they're sitting there watching, and they're like, hey, should we do something different? Devin Vassell's, again, like I'm saying, like, guys, it's fool's gold making 14 threes. It's fool's gold being up 29. It's going to tighten.
I'm happy.
That's how it works.
I'm happy for Josh Hart that he doesn't go down as the GOAT, because back in my day, GOAT was the bad thing. He had the steal and then the breakaway dunk that would have given them the lead. He missed it, and instead, in the end, the Knicks steal one from the jaws of defeat. Now 1 win away from their first NBA championship since 1973.
Unbelievable.
Game 5 is Saturday back in San Antonio. It is the largest comeback win in NBA Finals history. Down 29, down by 27 at halftime, down by 15 to start the fourth quarter. And the Knicks chip away, and it's go New York, go. And they're going to San Antonio with a chance to win a title on Saturday night.